So when I do these talks, I talk about two things. I talk about non-duality, and I talk about the personal self and how to help and balance the personal self. And I see them as two completely different subjects. Talking about the personal self is like talking about how to fix a broken arm. I see the personal self as something that's in the body, and it's a character arising, and that character doesn't arrive at non-duality. Non-duality is there prior to the character, prior to everything. But sometimes when the character is suffering a lot and there is a lot of emotional discomfort in the body, it's impossible to talk about non-duality. So we have to address that too. And that doesn't mean that it's a lower subject. I think it's beautiful looking and addressing the personal self and working to expand that personal self. And that expansion of the personal self is infinite, just like knowledge is infinite. The Swami said that to me at the river today, that knowledge is infinite, and I thought that's so beautiful. So there I go saying it too. So that's not a lesser work. I don't mean that to be a lesser work. You've got like the absolute, and then working on the personal self is for the lower students. I still work on my personal self and have personal issues that can come up, and I hope that I always have that feeling to expand the personal self and to work on myself and to be humble with my dynamics and not think that I've arrived anywhere. But then there's this other subject of non-duality that's just wonderful, and I also love talking about that and sharing about it. And I think it's total freedom, non-duality, in the sense that it's a realization of wholeness. It's a realization that there is no separation, that this world isn't a separate world. And that's actually your birthright. That's the birthright, whether the personal self is suffering in pain or in pleasure. It's the birthright of everything. And it's happening right now and is right here. And it's a blessing that we're able to talk about it. Like, what a joy. That it can even be communicated and spoken of and celebrated. And that humans can have this experience of apparently separating from Source, only to go back and know Source again. So have this complicated thinking, this appearance of a personal self, this ability to distinguish time, and distinguish objects, but then also this deep knowing and expression that it's a world of oneness, of wholeness. That's beautiful.